Hi everybody, my name is Felicia and I love me a good ghost story. Today I'm going to share a story with you about a haunted building here in Montreal, and that is 1234 Rue de la Montagne. Though it turned into a nightclub, it originally was constructed to be a family home in 1859. It was bought by a man named Alexander and his wife. He planned on having a big family, but his wife would sadly pass away shortly after giving birth to their first child. He did get his big family, though, by marrying his late wife's sister and proceeding to have 10 children with her. Fast forward to 1978, it's bought by a company that turns it into a funeral home. After 10 years, they move location and they leave the building abandoned for 8 years. In 1978, it gets repurposed into a nightclub, first called L'Esprit and then 1234. This is where the ghost stories start. One of them being that if you went into the women's washroom, you would run into the ghost of a woman with an incision as if a mortician had just done it, all the way down her torso. Another one being that when the club was undergoing renovations, a group of workers said that they saw a large white orb fly at them, and when they told the owner, he paid no attention to it. But that same night, he went to check how the renovations were going, and he saw a tall woman in the building, even though it wasn't open to the public yet. He walked up to her. She would then turn around and reveal that she had no face. It looked as though it was surgically removed. Understandably, he gets really scared and runs out of the building. The attic was also known to be very haunted. It's also said that if you look at the windows, you can see a woman standing in them. I think they're boarded up now, though, I'm not sure. Once a staff member entered on a dare and ended up running out screaming when they saw something floating in the corner of the room. Someone else said it feels like you're disturbing somebody up there, like you're not wanted. Later in 2005, a girl who was drunk was told not to go up, and as one does, she did anyway. She ended up screaming and running onto the balcony and tried jumping off in fear, but bouncers were able to help her, so thank God she was okay, but she didn't stop screaming even when she was being taken away by the ambulance. It was featured on a show you might remember called Creepy Canada. And when it was on the show, they brought up that maybe there was necrophilia going on back when it was a funeral home. That maybe that's why the spirits weren't getting the rest that they needed. In 2010, MC Mario, a non-believer, ends up calling a paranormal investigator after he hears the voices of children singing. He also wanted to know if the ghosts can coexist with the nightclub. So with EMF readers, they have a seance. They talk to some spirits, one of them being Alexander's late wife. She says that her and her child are disturbed by the music. I have to do a part 2, 3 minutes wasn't enough. I tried so hard. Anyways, I'll post it right away. See you there.